Right, we are on the 19th of May. We are doing inspections today. This is the first colony. It had no eggs in it last time. Hopefully it will do. This time this entrance is a little bit blocked, so it can do with being cleaned off. So I'll grab the secateurs, tidy up those spare stuff. This colony last time had merged queen cells, no queen, no anything, low count of bees, so we'll have to see what happens this time. This colony here again had swarm cells. Sorry, this was the swarm number 2 of the season, and so they are going in and out quite happily. Not that many bees, I expected more, but let's see when we get over there. This was the split from last year, and so this is the parent side of it. They're all good, they're looking good, they're bringing in pollen and stuff, which is wonderful. Don't think we need to worry about that. And this is what we slid off that had the queen cell in it. It's the one with the funky frame as well. This is swarm number 1 of the season. So they look okay. No issues there. More flying bees than swarm number 2. But I guess they've had longer to work through everything. Right, let's quickly head over and we'll track you down near colony 1. Let me grab the smoker. Okay, we have a live smoker. Right, let's take the lid off. Let's see what we've got. So as I said last time, we saw no eggs in here, which was a bit of a surprise. I would expect to see eggs. Right, off with the crown board. So this super that's right at the very top was actually the super that they had from last year, and so they overwintered in the super, so it's going to look full. Weighs a ton! And girlies. So this is the super that's underneath. So this is the one that they are working pretty bloody full. The queen does have access to it because there's no phoenix excluder on here, so she could potentially move up. Checking these middle frames. This is what we can see on the middle frames. Just got stores. Now this might play true to the fact that last time there was no eggs in the actual colony. I mean, there are a lot of bees in here, like tons of bees. Evening around. Let's try and just draw them down with the smoke. And there's just tons of bees in here. There are eggs in there. And we've got a plate up there, so there's eggs throughout this top section over here. We should really get the queen clip out then. Make life a bit easier. We do see her. So there are lots of eggs in here. So she is alive and kicking. As I said, there is one play cup there. It doesn't look like it's been formed into anything. On the other side. Yep, eggs on this side as well. So that's all fine. So both sides are actually laid up. Check out the next frame. Next frame, yep, it's got eggs throughout. Play cup at the top, just up there. Nothing in it, probably empty. And there are a lot of girls in here. They certainly can do with more space. There's eggs throughout that section there, singular eggs, so we have a good laying queen somewhere in here. She's doing her thing. Right, not too concerned about the state of the bees, more so concerned about the fact that there are way too many bees in here. Yeah, so there are actual larvae in there. Okay, there's Queenie. I spotted her, can't see her now. She was small. She was small, lovely colour. Okay, well I'm just glad that they really got a queen. If they did supersede her, then fine. But there are a ton of bees in here. Right, let's carry on. Sorry. Next time, don't grab camera. Grab the marker cup. Okay, so bees on here. Slightly dodgy looking comb. This is odd bit of comb here. Looks like this comb had gone wrong at some point. Again, looking good. I don't know if there are eggs in here. I don't see any eggs in there. There's only a slight bit of brood on there as well. Like old brood, like 10-day, 15-day old brood. So there was definitely a gap in brood laying. In this frame, no, nothing in there. Well, definitely a queen, but definitely lack of space. I'll leave the rest of it. Move it along. I have actually got some spare deep frames with me, but there's actually a bit of comb in the end there, so I'm thinking I'm going to put another super on top. Cut her access to that super by putting a queen excluder in the middle. Okay, so metal queen excluder. Stop queenie from going up a level. And keep her down in that brood nest. These do weigh a fair amount. That's going to be hard to get stuck up the top now as well. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this in a bit. When I've got super, I've got some frames with me, so I need to find a super. So let's move on. Just going to refire the smoke I don't think it took. Right, let's head over to the next colony, which was the one that we took cells out of a while back. Right, so this had an emerged queen cell in it. There were a couple of frames from that first colony when they were just hella big. Right, okay. That's better. Last week they had hardly anything in here. This week they seem to be doing reasonably well. Okay, let's put these frames carefully. That's good. Okay, not good, but there's a play cup in the middle. So play cup just here. The play cup is kind of a sign of them wanting to reproduce. There is no eggs or anything on that. More likely to see eggs and stuff in this middle. Okay, big frame. So, yep, so we've got larvae in there. Queen marker up ready this time. And I'll go and grab that first next time, not the camera. So you'll be able to see in this section here. There should be little larvae in there that are going to pupate and then get capped over into the glass. So we definitely have a queen. So I hope that she's going to be really easy to spot. I mean, this side is again all laid up as well. Okay, another little play cup, nothing to worry about. Nothing in it, you can tell when there's something in it, it's kind of shiny. And she has only just started laying. She's kind of brand new. Maybe we may be at day 3 or day 2 or 3 maybe. You just see those little C-shaped larvae being fed up. Being fed up to grow up. I'm bored. Right, let's see what we've got on this side as well. Again, great frame. Can't see anything. Yep, so there are eggs in that middle section. Definitely eggs in that middle section. So we've certainly got, there she is. Anyone see her? No, she's just disappeared down the backside. She is. Can't lose 2 in a day. She was there. Okay, I'm not losing 2. Come on, Queenie. And I definitely saw you. How can I lose 2 queens? she is definitely laying. So the only issue that we've got here is probably just stores. We've got some stores. We've got enough bees to make the stores. Again, showing people pictures of the queen rather than marking the queen. Where? Right, maybe she did drop down onto that last frame. I've actually got another spare frame with me as well, the deep, so I can chuck that in. So give them a bit more space if they want it. In fact, there are lots of stores in here. This one's quite heavy as the frame goes. I've got this kind of double side on that side, which is slightly frustrating, but we'll have to get around that at some point. That side's fine, so it stores along the top, so it stores up here. Capped it off, it's reached its right humidity. So happy with that. I'm going to try and push this one right to the very edge. Right, let's pick up this one that did have the queen on it again. It's not on that side. And she's again not on that side. Come on. Come on. Hopefully nobody's hiding her. We were looking for her to mark her. She is definitely laying, and she's definitely doing the right job. Ah, there she is. Okay, let's try again. So, Queenie is right the way up here. You can see her right at the top here. She's hidden away. Way too many bees around her. Come on, Queenie, out into the middle of the frame. Okay, so Queenie is in there. Right, she's not held down. She's kind of loosely held down. See how close we can get. See how close we can get the camera angle. Down a bit. Okay, so there are no queens in there. Right. So we always test the pen first. Right, that's a nice little dot. So, come on girlies, off you come. Right, where is Queenie? There she is. Right, Queenie's just there. I can't get her thorax. No, it's not up. Okay. There we go, it's there. Okay, so now let's just take her out gently. There we go. Okay, and then she dropped down the side of the frame. Back in. Okay. Line up the GoPro. Okay, good. We found her. We marked her. Marked another bee while we were there, but not really a concern. That's all good. She actually dropped down this gap here. She walked over the top of the frame and dropped down the gap. So I'm not going to add another frame today because I don't want to squash her. It's enough trauma for one day, but they are doing well, plenty of space. all good. So let's cover them back over. Good, so we have a nice viable colony. Without any issues. Got the brick back on top. The smoker is doing its thing. Let's move you along to the swarm number 2 colony. Swarm number 2 colony. Going to grab the smoker. Right, so this is the swarm that we picked up 9 days ago. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Bees on the lid there. Very much at the front. There were quite a lot of bees when we grabbed them. I'm not. The homeowner did call to let me know there's a little bunch of bees near where they were all resting, but most of them have moved on now. Really old comb. This was a decent size swarm. I thought there was more bees than this, to be honest. What, some of these? Yeah, it's really old naff comb. Okay, again, really old naff comb. Might move this into a much smaller box here, so there's a bunch of bees at the top there. I mean, it's nothing like what you would expect. That was quite a decent sized swarm as well. I mean, they're just trying to correct the manky comb, but so there's definitely not enough bees in here. Certainly not a swarm's worth. They've made a play cup, they stuck eggs in it, so I'm going with swarm not retained. I mean, that bee has pollen in it. There are some eggs in there. They might make it, but there are certainly not that many bees. Very tempted to move them into a smaller box. It's just rough. I mean, there are eggs, there's double eggs in some of them, so probably laying worker. In fact, there's double eggs in quite a lot of them. So you get double eggs when there's a laying worker, and the laying worker is trying to mimic the the queen. Yeah, definitely a lone worker. Or maybe just a very junior queen, but they're not. There's two per frame. Okay, I think that might be a kaput colony, but let's see how it does. Anyway, there's quite a lot of bees on the lid here. That one really looks like a queen. The whole colony just needs a new box and everything, but that's all I had at the time. Right, let's pop their lid back on carefully. There's a bunch of bees there on the lid. Nothing that looks like a queen. Nope. Right, swarm number 2, maybe not that good. Certainly there's less numbers than there were when it came in as a swarm. Right, let's move on to the next one. So the third colony of the day. Marked the queen in this one last time, hence the pen on the lid. Right, so this colony was doing well last time. We chucked a super on top. Just there, quite a lot going on. Okay, so this is the super that we chopped on top. Give them something to do, really. You see that? Going to up a bit higher. Just going to try it. See that? Lovely new comb here, lovely white comb. It's just being drawn out. And there is no queen excluder on this. Probably will do. Now that we know that they're all coming along nicely, let's see what we've got in this frame. Yeah, I'm in stores and pollen, so you can see the stores are across the top here. It's all capped, pollen at the bottom. It looks nice. I mean, that's pretty much since last weekend that they've done that. These are well stuck in with the propolis. Okay, again, frame towards the middle. Oh, she stuck a few eggs in that one. Right, so we know that the super is being filled up. It looks pretty full. Okay, so this is the colony that's got the weird piece of comb just at the end, which I've got a lunchbox to rescue. Okay, so we've got a lovely big pattern of brood here. Lovely kind of biscuit colour. That's what we like. Some stores up at the top. We know that the super is doing well. Again, brood on the other side. Certainly looking good. Okay, so we've got some drone brood down here. Drone brood takes longer to come out than worker brood does. Looking for some eggs. There are eggs throughout that middle section. Queenie is marked, so we should be able to see her. And she's at the top. Some bee birthdays. Happy birthday, bee. You can see there's an emerging bee here. There's a cell being cleaned here. Come on, girlie, you can do it. Go, just there. Come on. And she's out. Happy birthday, bee. That was the new bee. So that all looks okay. Again, lovely big slab, biscuit colour brood. It's not sunk or anything. It's nice pollen in the middle there. A-OK, no swarm cells, no breakups of the sorts. Okay, this one. Looking good, yep. So now there's a little larva. They're little C-shaped. You can see them really easily if I shake the bees off. Let's make sure there's no queenie on there. As I said, she was marked in yellow. Yep, so you can see in there all different types of bee. There's actually the big larvae in there. They are pupating. The little C-shaped ones, the little tiny ones, they're like 3 or 4 days old. The eggs are in there with a little bit of raw jelly just to get them going. Should be able to see that. Hopefully it's got that. And there, light's pretty good today. And then on this side we've just got normal capped worker brood. So that's probably nearing its 20-25 days. She's laid up the rest of the rain. There's a bee birthday there. Happy birthday, bee. But we're not going to wait this time. Okay, next one. Again, good looking frame there. Brood throughout the middle bit. It's all capped. There's some larvae in there. It's about to be capped, so there's some stuff just being, larvae actually being capped just here. Showing good progress. Again, other side. Looks good. Oh, stop buzzing. Wait, I caught my own finger. Okay, so this all looks good as well. So we've got stores in here and some eggs just there. So this is the drone brood down the bottom. Big chunky drone brood. Worker brood here, nice and flat. Let's check the other side. Other side looks okay. There's Queenie. She's marked. Back in the middle, so I don't actually have to find her. You can see her. She looks okay. Nice and healthy. Good. I'm glad we found her, so I'm going to put a queen excluder between the 2 levels. Just to stop her going up the top. Deal with the drones because they can't fit through the queen excluder. Again, more brood. So this is wonderful. So let's put all this back now. This is what I said, there's a funky bit of comb right down this very back side. Beautiful and white. But it's in the way. And I've got frames. And so I'm going to go and put a frame in. A quick view to see what it looks like. See it there? lovely white comb. It's brand new. They made it out themselves because I ran out of frames. I was one short of a frame, and so therefore there was a gap. Where there's a gap, the bees will fill the gap because that's just what they're like. Let me go back and get the other frame. You can sit here for a moment. Have a look at some bees. Right, that went thoroughly well, didn't it? Walked away, you fall over. It's dodgy grass in this field. Okay. Right. Okay, let's try again. So, stay. What I'm going to do is fish out this lovely piece of wax here. I must have put it in this lunchbox, but there are way too many bees on it. I have to brush them off with grass or something. Okay. Yeah, I think I've probably squashed a bee there. Right, check there's no queen on there, there's not. Okay, this is massive. Okay. Just trying to free it with bees a bit. They've built it from last week. They've actually built it up. What to do with having a smoker? Just try and grab it. No, in fact, actually, she laid it up with brood. Helpful, Queenie. Yep, the whole thing's been laid up with brood. It's great. So what I'm going to do is try and put it right down the very bottom of the colony. Actually, it's all drone brood as well. That's all coming out. Yep. Okay, that's all of that out. Right, there was brood in there, so there was actually no stores last week. There were stores in there, which would have been nice. Not this week. And so what we've actually got is a spare frame just here as well. A nice new shiny one. We're going to chuck a queen excluder on it, just to stop Queenie going up into the super. Saying that about honey, there was some stuck to the bottom of the frame. Right, let's do the crown ball can go on. Let's chuck the lid on that one. Let's just make sure there's no bees in with this. Stand is definitely not very good. Right, put the lid on. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. We are running out of minutes now as well. So this colony did have swarm cells in it. There's actually quite a lot of activity. They are missing a frame. The cells looks like they had merged by last time, but there are definitely not enough bees in here. I think they're just robbing the thing out. I think this is a duff colony now. Yeah, so queen cells had emerged, fighting bees in there, no eggs, and there's brood down there that's got too cold. Right, that is a dead colony, it can just do its own thing. Let's leave that and let it be. Hive pool. What do we do with the hive pool, people? Somehow managed to lose the hive tool. I don't think I put it in there. Found it. Yeah, put it on the floor. Right, let's head over to the last one. Right, so this was swarm number 1. Picked this up a fair few weeks ago now. Come on, GoPro. Right, definitely working out how to use the GoPro stand. Is it going to hold? Sometimes I prefer the old one where I just physically have to stand it. Right. Okay, so let's quickly check through this. Last week we marked up Queenie. That was good. Looks good. I'm just going to grab a few out the middle just to see how we do. Just make sure we've still got eggs and stuff in there. Lovely. Yep, there are eggs in there. Yeah, brood on both sides. So Queenie's doing really super well on this one. You need to stick on a queen excluder. Okay, eggs in there. That's all fine. Okay, happy with that. Don't want to dig through it too much. And then out of minutes, and it looks like it's going to rain. Super dark. Right, I'll chuck a queen excluder on this, and then chuck a super on with some frames that I bought with me. Okay, so we have queen excluder. And we have super. frames. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10. And spacing. They can start drawing them out so that we can nice new comb in there, crown board on, girlies. Right, and that's it. Thank you for watching the nice long video. Any questions, please put them in the comments. Thank you.